Okay, we're going to read now the Statue of Liberty, a gift from a friend. Remember, this is a writing test, it's not a reading test, even though it's not a reading test. I need to read it to understand. My first read will be to understand the main idea. I need to know what it is about in order to understand where to include the sentences. There will be questions about which of these four sentences best fit paragraph 2, or where can you put this sentence after sentence 3, after sentence 5. And in order to do that, you need to understand what the passage is about. So it's a first read. You don't need to give it much thought just to understand what they're talking about. That's the only thing that you're going to do. You don't need predictions, you don't need inferences, you don't need none of the higher level thinking kind of skills that we use when we read. The only thing that you're going to do is to understand what it is about. So, the Statue of Liberty, a gift from a friend. That's what we're going to be talking about. And they even put a picture in there. Okay, so the Statue of Liberty. I think they're going to tell me about something about how the Statue of Liberty got here in the States. Okay, let's see. Over the summer, my family took a vacation to New York City. I can see there is some spelling mistake in there. I'm just going to underline it. I can keep reading. I wanted to get my neighbor Callie a present from the Big Apple, which is New York City, and I found just the right thing. It was a little model of the famous Statue of Liberty, and if you can see, Statue of Liberty is all in capital letters because it's a name. Callie is my best friend, and the Statue of Liberty is a symbol of friendship. What could be more perfect present? Okay, I can see there is a punctuation error there. I also gave Callie a little booklet that told about the statue. It said that country France has sent the statue to the United States in 1886 as a sign of friendship. Lady Liberty was designed in France. She was made out of copper and steel. There is another mistake in here. Just going to put it on. She arrived in the United States in 350 different pieces. And I can see this is not okay because that's possessive, but let's move on. Then she was put together and placed on a cement pedestal. Today, she stands on the same pedestal on Liberty Island in New York Harbor. Lady Liberty wasn't just a friendship gift, she was also a birthday present, meant to celebrate America's independence from Great Britain. The French people were very proud of the help they had given the United States during the Revolutionary War. So this is another reason. Ooh, I moved it, so I'm just going to mark it. Another reason. I bought Callie a model of the statue that is just 6 inches tall. The real lady stands more than 151 feet tall from her base to the tip of the torch. In 1886, she was our country's most tallest structure. Okay, I can see there's something wrong there. The statue's many features have a special meanings. So this one is talking about the meaning. My goodness, okay, the meaning. The broken chains at her feet are symbols of America's newly won independence. Oh, many people believe that the rays of the crown represent the 7 oceans and 7 continents of the world. Her torch stands for the light of liberty guiding ships into the harbor. When I gave Callie the miniature statue, I promised that we will visit the real statue together someday. I plan to keep my promise. Then Callie will be able to see the awesome lady for herself. Okay, so what are they talking about? The Statue of Liberty, where it is, the meaning of the statue, and a little bit about the history of the statue. Anything that doesn't have to do with that is going to be an incorrect answer. So let's move on and see the questions. Okay, here we go. Question 9. What change should be made in sentence 1? Okay, let me go find my sentence 1. And it's right here. Oh, and I don't know what I did. I did find it right there. I underlined it when I was reading. I changed took to had took. That doesn't make any sense, right? So, let me see. I'm looking for my yellow color. Okay, so this is incorrect because had took does not exist. Insert a comma for after vacation. Over the summer, my family took a vacation, comma, to New York City. No, because it will break the sentence. Change city to city? No. Oh yes, this is this is a mistake. Okay, this is what I had over here. New York City. It has to be capitalized. All right. Question 10. How should sentence 5 be changed? Okay, I need to find my sentence 5 and I underlined it already. What could be a more perfect present? But that sounds like a question. What could be it? What could be? Could it be a perfect present? Okay, there's something wrong with the punctuation. That I know. So let's see which one is correct. Change more perfect to perfecter. Perfecter does not exist. Okay? Perfecter does not exist. Change the period to a question mark. That could be it. What could be more perfect? It's a question. Insert quotation marks at the end of the sentence. No, because there are no quotation marks at the beginning. So why would you have them just at the end? Sentence 5 should not be changed. No, it should. So my correct answer is letter G. Change the period to a question mark. What could be more perfect? All right. Another question. Question 11. What is the correct way to write sentence 8? And I got sentence 8 right here. I'm going to underline it. And it says, Lady Liberty was designed in France. She was made out of copper and steel. It's like a run-on. You're running your words. Lady Liberty was designed in France. End of the story, end of the idea. Another idea. She was made out of copper and steel. Let's see my choices. Lady Liberty was designed in France. Period. Because she was made out of copper. How does that have to do? Because she was made out of copper. This can't be. She wasn't designed in France because she was made out of copper. She was designed in France because it was French. The Lady Liberty was designed in France and made out of copper and steel. Okay, and. I'm not so sure about and. I don't think you can have that without commas. We are in question 11. I'm not so sure. C. Lady Liberty was designed in France. Period. And made out. No, you don't do that. Sentences is written correctly. No, it's not written correctly. Which one is the best? The one that I thought it was not that okay is the best. Lady Liberty was designed in France and made out of copper and steel. This one actually is my best choice. Sometimes this will happen to you. Like, no, you read it one time and you say, no, this can't be. But if you check the other ones and there are no better options, that is the correct answer. Letter B is the best out of the 4. You're looking for the best. Okay, question 12. What change should be made in sentence 9? I am going to underline sentence 9. It says, she arrived in the United States in 350 different pieces. Okay. Pieces with apostrophe S means a piece of. Okay, that's the rule. Okay, I can say, she arrived in the United States in 350 different pieces of. Is that okay? It's not okay. I had already underlined that. I'm going to use my yellow. This is my mistake. Change she today? No, because it's just one Lady Liberty. Change in 350 to she was in 350? No, because then you are adding, you're repeating she. She arrived in the United States. She was in 350. You are adding and you're making it worse. Change pieces to pieces, like the plural. Yes, this is my correct answer. Many pieces. This is my check, as we learned in Grammar 101. Many pieces. She arrived in the United States in 350 different pieces. It's plural. That is the correct answer. 13. What is the correct way to write sentences 13 and 14? I'm going to put a star because these are worth more. Because you need to think about the sentences. I need to find my original sentences 13 and 14. Let me bring my paper here. Let me move this one right here. 13 and 14. I'm going to underline them. You have colors that you can use. I'm going to use yellow to underline. She was also a birthday present meant to celebrate America's independence from Great Britain. As you can see, 14 is not a complete idea. Meant to celebrate. Who did what? Who? We don't know. Did what? Was meant to celebrate. But we don't know who. 14 is an incomplete idea. Okay? Remember, when you want to check if the sentence is a complete idea, ask who did what. Okay? If it's missing who or if it's missing the what, it's an incomplete idea. In this case, it's missing the who. Who was meant to celebrate America's independence? Who? What? Okay? So we're going to combine them. She was also, let's see my choices. I'm going to move my paper a little bit higher and I'm going to read the answer choices. She was also a birthday present she was meant to celebrate. Okay, this is a complete idea and then I'm going to use a green. And this is another complete idea and they're just put together with any punctuation and we don't do that. Two complete ideas joined by nothing, they are not joined. She was also a birthday present she was meant to celebrate. No. Letter B. She was also a birthday present meant to celebrate. Period. America's independence. You have an incomplete idea. Who did what? America's independence from Great Britain. It's incomplete. You can't do that. It's breaking the idea in two. C. She was also a birthday present, which was meant to celebrate. Okay, this doesn't make sense. She was also a birthday present, which should be together. You don't put period and then start the sentence with which was meant to celebrate. This is not okay. Let's read letter D. Maybe that's the best one. She was also a birthday present meant to celebrate America's independence from Great Britain. This one sounds perfect. I'm going to use my blue. This one is perfect. Okay? Let's move on to sentence 15. Question 14 is talking about sentence 15. I'm going to use my green because I haven't used it here. The French people was very proud of the help they had given to the United States during the Revolutionary War. Okay, the French people. And if you have a space in here, you can write the sentence here. Change French to French, no. Change where to was. The French was. No, it doesn't make sense. The French people were. It's plural. Change they to it. The French people were very proud of the help they had given to the United States to the Revolutionary War. No. It's the French people is plural. The French people is plural, so no. Revolutionary War, guess what? Revolutionary war is actually a name of the word, so this is the correct capital letters. Independence Day, capital letter. all the holidays, capital letters, countries, capital letters, cities, capital letters, all the names of 3 people, places, or things. Okay? In this case, Revolutionary War, Independence Day, 4th of July, those go with capital letters always. Okay, last 2 questions. What change needs to be made in sentence 18? I'm going to use my yellow, and the yellow set in right here, sentence 18. It says, oh, I had already checked that. Had already done it in red while I was reading the first time. In 1886, she was our country's most tallest structure. Okay, in 1886 too. It was in 1886? No, not necessarily. So I'm going to use my blue. Countries to countries, no, remember. Countries, it's possessive. Countries is plural. Okay? Countries is okay in this case because it's country of the country. Of the country. That's countries. Okay? It was the tallest structure of the country. Okay? No plurals. There are no countries. It was just one country. It was United States. Delete most. In 1886, she was our country's tallest structure. Yes. This one makes sense. In 1886, she was our country's tallest structure. Okay? That is correct. It's letter C. And number 16. How does sentence 21 need to be changed? So grab a color. I'm going to use my yellow. I'm going to underline sentence 21. Many people believe that the rays of her crown represent the 7 oceans and 7 continents of the world. Okay? You need to find this word in the dictionary or this word in the dictionary to check the spelling. Maybe you are not certain. When I read it the first time, I didn't even realize it. But if you copy the sentence, many people here, when you are writing, it will help you pay attention exactly to the words as they are written. And you will see that there's something wrong. Okay? So I guess it's letter F. Let's see G. Change race to race. No, because it's race is plural. No, of the ray. It's not of the ray. It's the race of the crown. So no. Insert a comma after oceans. Okay. The 7 oceans and 7 continents of the world, they cannot be separated. The rule is yes, yes, no, no. Okay, no complete idea, no comma. 7 continents of the world is not a complete idea, so it doesn't have a comma. Okay? Sentence 21 does not need to be changed. Of course it does. We found our answer. There you go.